Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called House, 1977. I've been waiting a long time for this. Just looking at the Criterion Collection trailer in the description box. It was enough to sell me on this film. It's an hour and 30 minutes, and yeah, I love this flick. I'm giving it 5 out of 5 stars. The director is completely off his rocker, although it's not as weird as his previous short, Emotion. That was just totally whack, and it was like a dream sequence or an acid trip or something. I think the director is on acid while he's doing these movies, come to think of it. And it's funny in the bonus features are funny. He's just like laughing at the Toho executives. And the Toho is the Toho Company Limited is a Japanese film theater production distribution company, and the director Obayashi, they did Godzilla, and the director Obayashi wasn't part of any of the Toho contracts, so you got some dude to write the crazy script, and and it just kind of sat in limbo for 2 years. They wanted him to repeat the Jaws success of Steven Spielberg. So instead of making a movie about sharks eating people, he made a movie about a house eating people. 7 young Japanese gals, and as you can see in the trailer, there's lots of TNA. Now I'm talking flat-chested Japanese TNA, the kind we like. Yeah, that's the reason to watch all the flat-chested Japanese gals in this. And he had to coax one of them into doing a nude scene. Of course, there's no full frontal, but still pretty decent TNA. Decent amount of TNA, and the actress didn't want to do it. He said, "This is what all actresses do." And then somebody took off their clothes in front of her, and then she took off her clothes. I guess she felt liberated or something. Who knows? But it's funny how the director's daughter just kind of says, "Yeah, this was a weird movie when I was in grade school," and that's why we kids wanted to see it. I think mostly 15-year-olds wanted to see this. Hey, what's happening, mate? Still in lockdown. Yeah, you can see the flat-chested Japanese gal swimming around in the blood if you look at the trailer. And there's another scene with the kimono at the end. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the 10-year-old daughter was the one who came up with all the ideas of the crazy house accessories eating the the 7 Japanese gals, and all of them were amateur actors. Yeah. and this is a unique movie. It's a genre bending movie because the director says it's not a horror flick. It's a ghost fantasy. and the screenplay writer says that it's a fantasy. So anyways, Adrian's in the chat room. He says hold on. So I'll hold on. But yeah, that alone is enough for 5 out of 5 stars. The nude scenes in this. And it's amazing that 15-year-olds lined up. It was a huge hit in Japan. Now it's a hit in North America. They Criterion put it out in 2009, I think. So I've been waiting about, I don't know, 12 years to watch this. And it was well worth the wait, let me tell you. This film is bizarre, nuts, and got that artsy feel to it. Maybe that's why they're calling it a ghost fantasy. But the critics in Japan couldn't figure it out. It was too much. Even I had trouble figuring out the ending. But suddenly came to me as I was delivering groceries tonight. What the heck was going on in this movie? But yeah, it's about 7 schoolgirls. One of them's named Fantasy or something like that. They all have weird names. Like one's called Mac, the other one's called Fantasy, one's called Gorgeous or something, and one's called Prof. They all have these English names of descriptive English phrases. And one of them's called Mac because she likes to eat, but she's not really chubby. I mean, they're all models in the director's commercials. The ones that modeled in bikinis, and they're all flat-chested too. Anyways, good nude scenes, excellent. I can dig it. This director didn't pull any punches like he did in with all the off-camera nudity and emotion. And so these 7 schoolgirls, they look like they're about 19. I know my last videos, I thought they looked like they were in the 20s. I guess I got mixed up with the other actress who played the auntie ghost. So the gal's auntie is a ghost, a living corpse who sends. All right, I'm getting into the so-called plot now. There really isn't a plot, but let's just call it a storyline, okay? So the gals, let's just say this movie, if you're into incomprehensible, weird stuff, this Criterion disc is must-have just for the bonus features alone. It's kind of like a something weird video where the bonus features are better than the movie. But anyways, getting back to the movie. So the girl's ghost corpse auntie, whatever she is, she sends the Persian white cat to her, the one with the green eyes that causes all the chaos towards the end. And the girl writes to her auntie ghost that she wants to go to the house that's haunted. So she brings her 6 girlfriends along. There's a little bit of innocent lesbian food going on with 2 of the gals in the beginning, kind of like emotion. And and so they go to this house. They stop at this place where this watermelon guy is selling watermelons. This chubby Japanese dude, and one of them's got a crush on their Japanese teacher. They keep thinking that the Japanese teacher is going to rescue them from the house that keeps eating them alive. So, incredible story. Just looking at the movie poster, it's something that I'd want to have if I had a room filled of DVDs. I put up the house movie poster in the same room. But anyways, so one gal gets eaten by a piano, quite literally, and you can see her severed fingers are still playing the piano. It's an incredible scene. This director used every trick in the book that he learned from making commercials, hundreds and hundreds of commercials in Japan. And the critics couldn't figure it out, like I said, probably because it was too artsy or made them think too much. But this guy definitely gets a plus for creativity. And there's no other movie like this in the world. It's quite unique and original. Unless I haven't seen one of the ripoffs. But anyways, there's one director who was inspired by House, who's in the bonus features. And one girl gets attacked by mattresses, futons. another gal. I can't even remember everything. There's a clock with blood in it. You can pretty much see all the crazy stuff. Oh, one gal turns into a watermelon, and the ghoul auntie is like eating her eyeball while she's chewing on a watermelon. It's like Evil Dead kind of stuff going on there, and yeah, there's a clock with blood all over it, and it just comes from the director's daughter's nightmares. His 10-year-old daughter, who's in the bonus features, by the way. She must be in her 50s or 60s by the time the bonus features were filmed. And that's really the best part, the interview with the director and his daughter, talking about all the production problems and all the crazy stuff that went on before the actual filming. So that was good for a chuckle or two. I really admire this director. I wish I had his talent for making films, but here I'm doing film reviews, and today was terrible. My phone was 100% charged, and then for some reason it thought that it was completely dead for 3 hours. I couldn't start it up, and there's something wrong with the chip inside. So they only let me work 2 hours in the morning, which stank. I mean, it cut into my pay, obviously. I'm used to doing 5 or 6 hour delivery routes in the morning. So that lopped off of about 4 hours from my morning shift. I was just helping to wash the vans. If you can afford it, get the Criterion disc, because it's got Emotion House and the interviews that I mentioned. Criterion really did a great job, and I don't know. I just enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was weird, and you got to hear the Japanese pop music that's playing throughout this. It's so corny and unbelievable, just like the movie. I mean, clearly it's targeting teenagers with the girl's goofy laugh, and it looks like they're dancing around. And anyways, highly recommended. Check it out. And that's the end of my review, I guess. I don't know what else to say about House, other than it's got new Japanese flat-chested women. How can you not like a movie that has that? Anyways, have a good night, or have a good day, I should say. If you're in Australia, laters.